Hello, welcome back. So, I may have been a little bit of a dummy, and actually, speaking of dummies, I actually recommend you watch The Dummies, as it is a project between me, Clutch, Will, and Easy, and our newest member. And we have a new member to show off to you guys, so I recommend you go check them out after this video. But anyways, I was a bit of a dummy and hit the stop recording button instead of just pausing the recording. So now I have to try and continue where I left off. Where we left off, though, was me telling Clutch about a stripe. Clutch is not here right now. We may be joined by Will later. I don't know. So now, what is it that stripes could do? They could make it seem like there isn't a whole lot of empty space, like down over by here, which is a lot of empty space, and it bothers me. Ooh. And you don't need to add a sponsor right here, because if you do all of this, it makes it so that the space is slightly filled up. May need to add a little bit of a sponsor right there, but it might get too small. So just add a stripe, and we're all good. And also add a stripe right here so that it all connects. But anyways, that is what we should be good right here. And we are going to go into PCJ and we're going to upload the scheme first and then go into PCJ to see where we need to improve, where we need to, edit it so that, because we're trying to get as smooth to perfection as we can. All right? I'll see y'all later. All right, we are back and got the scheme uploaded. See right there? And let's see it. All right, not bad, not bad. Ooh, though, we're going to have to work on that, the lineup. We're going to have to probably move the line right here up a little bit more. And, ooh, that also doesn't work. So I'm going to need to move the front end, and I'm going to have to move the quarter panel up so that it lines up. So we're going to go over here. Oh no, I made it all one layer. Okay. So when we make a mistake, we try and fix it. However, how much we have to fix it, we don't know. So this is more guesswork. But we will try and figure it out. And I'm going to pause it right here so that you guys don't have to watch me lose my mind. You know what? I just thought of an idea. So I can show you guys how to upload this stuff. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get the template that you want from right here. And you have to download it or whatever, make it a PNG, JPEG, whatever. Has to be something. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to creations, go to development items, go to decals, and then, and only then, can you upload it with the thing that you have, PNG, whatever. And then once it's uploaded, you go to images, and then you copy ID asset, and then put it right there, then boom. Oh, yikes, that is a bit too big still. So I'm going to have to move, because I lowered it. Now I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to move it up the quarter panel right there. Or whatever it's called. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not an engineer. I do not know. Shit. Well, not shit, but I know how the car works. I just don't know what body panels or what technical parts of the car they're called. I know it's an engine. I know that's what runs the thing. But, however, actually I might need to scrap the stripe. Back there and up here. Maybe it'll just look good like this. So, we're going to try that. So we're going to make this like this. And then we're going to put a green square over that. We're going to download it. Again, decals. Upload the image. Right there. And then images. And then copy ID asset. What I usually do to store the ID asset, by the way, is put it on a Google Doc, as you can see, like, right here. I have all the schemes that I could need or could use. I gonna sound like James May in a second here. I make sure that all of the schemes go where, like, Gen 7, Gen 6, ARCA, 2012, the COT, Car Tomorrow, IROC, the trucks, whatever. I make sure that that is properly formatted in there. And now, see, that looks a lot better. Looks naked at the front, though. However, there's no more issue of having to try and line up the stripe. Sometimes, and only sometimes, you just don't need to add anything. Sometimes nothing is good. Sometimes adding more is bad. In this case, adding more was bad. We had to take away some so that we could actually get to the result we wanted. But anyways, as I was saying, organize your stuff. You'll be so much more, like, happy knowing that you organize it. Oh, and add descriptions to the scheme ID, because that, oh boy, that is quite bothersome to try and, figure out, which scheme goes to what, trying to organize. Just as soon as you start getting multiple schemes, try and tag them so that you know which is which, so you don't have to go to a race and then just go, oh, not this scheme, not this scheme. Where is this scheme? And you try to look for that scheme for several moments, and last thing you know, little do you know, qualifying is going on in the back. That's horrible. That's awful. Bad for your racing. Also bad for yourself. So, also causes unnecessary stress. Stress is not good. So, just basically organize. That's all I have to say about that. I think this is going to be done and over with. Oh! Almost forgot. You need to add your name. So, my name is Emo Flamingo. However, the avatar that I use in Roblox is named 21R Briggs. So, what do? In my case, since I have two different names, I'm going to put 21R Briggs. Oh, and make sure... rookie mistake. Make sure that before you start typing... Before you start typing... My bad, I forgot that I had my soundboards on. Make sure that it is not the color in the back. That's what I was going to say. So, white. If we can type that in. Huh. It's weird. What's going on? I can't seem to change that. Okay, hold on. Time to try to troubleshoot. Okay. That's weird. Give me a second, boys. I just realized that a few seconds later, I am a dum-dum. So, I was selecting the layer below it. So, 21. Yep, and now it works. So, make sure that you know what layer you're on whenever you're doing any of this. And, you know, I'm feeling... Not freckle face. Definitely not freckle face. Do not do cursive. That is Comic Sans, and I will not like you. And yes, I am in fact fucking being granny about fonts. Not granny, but sourpuss? I don't know. I forgot being a bitch. There we go. Because proper font equals proper car. But anyways. And then, for me, I put my Roblox name on the front so that people would know who I am in the Discord, and I would put my and then I put my YouTube name, or I guess in this case my Discord name, because I don't want them confusing me. So I am both 21R Briggs and I am Emo Flamingo. So in this case, I think we are done. However, let me move that down. Nope. Don't want to go down. Yeesh. This, oh. Really being argumentative, this font, but this typing, but what can you do? Oh. Okay. Nope, that's not good. Give me a slight moment as I try to type out my own name and make it line up correctly. Do da do da do do da do da do da do da do 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 da do 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 da do da do. Why is the O like that? Why am I like this? Why am I here? But anyways, we are done. Now, once you have your final draft, of course, decals, upload asset, upload, then images, copy asset, and then shaboom, we got our scheme. Look at that. Now, hopefully, you guys in the comments will like it. Hopefully, the guys in USCA or whatever league race that you're going to be running in, because this is going to be available for the whole wide public. I don't care what you do with it. I do care what you do with it for racing, but still, the scheme ID is already there. I'm not gonna gatekeep my own schemes unless I really want to. Then I'm just gonna be an asshole about it. But still, this is free use. I don't really care. This is arguably a 5 out of 10 scheme, or 4 out of 10 for at best. It's something. It's passable. It's a scheme, all right. It's just not the best scheme. But this is the best scheme that I can make as I'm doing it right now. Over the series, I hope to improve my own skills and hopefully actually, do a whole lot more with schemes. Maybe learn how to use the gradient tool in the thing that I'm using, or maybe improve my studio, or maybe run a studio sponsored car with the thing that I'm using. But anyways, I think that'll be it for the video. I shall run this scheme during a USCA playoffs. Wait, I need a playoff banner. Oh, look at the jump. Sorry. But yeah, I shall use a scheme wherever I can. Hopefully in a place where Scheme of the Week is allowed. I will run this scheme, and hopefully, and I will tell you next video if I get Scheme of the Week. If not, then I will tell you. Because either way, I think this is a pretty good scheme, and hopefully this will be Scheme of the Week worthy. But anyways, I thank you for joining me, and I will see you dudes later.